Hey, what is going on, guys? So we are 39 weeks down, and this is the 9-month update. So with that, here are the results.
I just like the sound of it.
And so, like I was saying, we are 9 months down, and so far we have $60,000, $684.27 in sales. 827 items were actually ordered out. Altogether, we've had about, 273 items returned, roughly almost 300 items returned roughly. On average, our average sales per order item is $73.38. So I know as we started this journey, when we first got started, we were expecting to already be at the 100,000 per month mark, but unfortunately we are not there. So the reason why we're not there is not because the service provider I'm with now, but it was partially because of the service provider I was with prior. They were saying that within 6 to 9 months you will be making $100,000 in sales per month, which some people were doing, but even the people who were doing that weren't making the 10% profit margin. So either way, they weren't making as much as what was anticipated. And so my first 6 months in this automated service, everything was not as as we thought it was going to be. First 3 months, of course, I was like, yeah, I know it's growing slow. Month 4, I was expecting to at least do 8 to 10 grand and then grow every month after that until, we got to 100,000 per month. Now, we had a short delay due to the prior service provider not following through with what they said, and they pretty much just vanished on their clients. And so since that happened, what did that lead us to do? That led pretty much the co-owner with the company I'm with now had to go out and make his own e-commerce management team. And so he created that. He wanted to provide the highest quality of service and make sure that the end client was, the person being taken care of. Now, since then, they have filed a lawsuit with the prior service provider, and everyone who's currently in the automated e-commerce store partnered with the management company that I'm partnered with, literally, they are going to be getting a cut of that lawsuit once it gets paid out. So that's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. So it's kind of a big deal for only 180 people being in this management team. So the payout will be significant, to say the least. But anyways, since being with this new service provider, they have been able to get my store. The first month I was up and running, they got my store to 4,000 in sales, which was 2,000 away from the highest amount with the other service provider, which was 6,000, right? And then the month after, last month, we got $37,000 in sales. So by far, they have been doing a better job, and they've been sending out reports on a monthly basis. So I feel like I'm part of the team. I feel like I know what's going on. I feel like things are happening, but I'm in the loop, and I'm a part of the team. Of course, I'm providing the capital. They're providing the virtual assistant, from purchasing orders to dealing with returns to responding to customer service requests or complaints or whatever, right? They're there to manage all of that. They're actually purchasing items on my behalf through the vendor company that I'm partnered with. I have my account information saved there, so they go in, they pay for my stuff, and we go from there. So with that, the issues that I've ran into, especially with a $37,000 month, was getting funding. Funding is very difficult to get. After the first, I want to say 3 months, almost 4 months, right? We were able to get funded through Payability, but even with Payability, they pay out once a day, Monday through Friday. And if you want to get paid out more frequently, you have to do a wire transfer. Now, everything that they, third party money provider company that's going to help fund your business is going to take a portion of that money. They take 2% gross sales. So if you think you're going to make, that 10% profit margin, pay your team 30%, and after that, you have to pay an additional 2% to payability. That's a big amount. Now you just drop your profit margins from 7,000 to 5,000. So now you're only making 50% profit margins after you get your 10% cut. You know what I mean? So with all that said and done, I have been with Payability. Right now, I'm in the works of getting business credit cards that are able to pretty much fund up to however much you need to fund it. There's no cap as long as you pay it off, within a certain amount of time. And if not, then it rolls it over to like a 30, 60, 90 day payment period, right? So that is what we are striving for now, so that we don't have to use companies like Payability. And they are a good company. If you get suspended, if anything happens, literally they assume all the loss until you get paid, and then they take the money or take their payment once you get paid that money. So they're not a bad company. It's good, but it's something that you want to start off with till you pay off your initial investment. And then from there, then you're able to You're able to fund it through your own LLC credit cards or line of credits, or however you want to fund it. The extra cash flow that you've made and you just put aside, you could do that too. But the options are pretty much endless. But that's something you have to consider. Amazon pays out every 2 weeks. So if you are running a store, whatever the volume is, you have to be able to, fund 2 weeks at a time. And they don't come consistent. It's like the first 2 weeks could be, 10,000 in sales. And then the last 2 weeks could be 40,000. So you just have to be able to, have enough capital available to scale up to the level that you want to scale. Now, the cool thing about the service provider I'm with now is that they literally want to see you scale up to whatever level you want. Tier 1 is 0 to 10,000. Tier 2, right, is 10 to 25,000. Tier 3 is going to be 25 to 50,000. Tier 4, we'll do that. Tier 4 is 50 to 100,000, and tier 5 is going to be 100,000 plus per month. Now, this service provider, they want to be realistic. They want to manage expectations. They want to make sure everyone who gets in is, properly prepared to, put this money down and wait 12 months to make that initial investment back, which is $30,000, right? So if you can have the patience to wait 12 months, then long term, they will manage your company, and every month after that, you will be making profits, which if you do the math on $10,000, you make 10% profits, you're going to make $1,000 after you pay your team 30% to, manage your store, do literally all the work besides funding it. Then you walk away with $700 in pocket. So $10,700, $100,000, that's $7,000 every single month. So that is what I am striving for. And we are at 9 months. We've just completed 9 months. 9 months is done. And, once we hit July 3rd, that is when we are back to that year mark, to that 12-month mark. So by that time, I'm expecting that we will have made the money back completely. We're pretty much made a majority of it. And then with, other funding options and paying down cards prior to this moment, we're pretty close to, having everything paid off already. So that's good. But with that, I'm going to jump into what we talk about every single time, which is going to be the sales we have this month. And we're only, 7 days in, right? Check that out. And as you can see, Amazon has a related announcement about pretty much seller accounts, because due to, like, a lot of things taking longer to ship out because of everything going on right now, literally they've given sellers a little bit of leeway, a little break on, being late on shipments and all that. So that's why my account health thing has gone away, even though it was there last week, I want to say. But this month, literally, here, I'll show you the last 30 days. So the last 30 days, we've done $37,600 in sales, right? But then, as you see, towards the end of March, it dropped below $1,000 each day, which was surprising to me. But then I looked at my inventory items, and what has happened is literally we have sold out of not everything, but a lot of stuff. So I'm going to jump into the inventory items. So we have 333 items in our store currently. Our active items right now are 144 items. So over half of our items have been sold out due to the amount of sales we've been getting, the past 30 days. And so that is why we've been a little lower, is because our vendor company is literally out of the products that we were selling. So that is why we've been a little bit lower. But the last 2 days we've been over $1,000, which shows me that we're still scaling back up. We just are doing it on different products. So that's what's amazing. And so the past 7 days, right, we've done $4,206 in sales. And today we've done $1,247. So with that being said, why is this a good thing to get started now? To be honest, I think it's the best investment to get started now, because you can literally get started with $0 down. A lot of people are offering funding options. I know the company that I'm with, they offer a funding option to get started. They also offer funding options to run your inventory to your store every single month. And so that is just very crucial. Another thing is it's completely passive income that is coming in. Which may or may not be something for you. Right now, I know a lot of people are off work and they want to be doing something to make more money. There are different things that you can do that may, take more time. But think about when you go back to work and you don't have any time to run a business then. That is why I have been able to take advantage of this investment, is because I've been in the military for the past almost 6 years now, 5 years, 6 months roughly. And that has been very, very demanding when it comes to working. Sometimes I'll go in, I'll work 12-hour shifts. Sometimes I'll go in, I'll work 18-hour shifts. Like, it just depends on what's going on in the world and what support they need. And so that is very, very challenging to be consistent on a business aspect. But when you are paying a team to run your store passively, 100% passively for you, it allows you the opportunity to build a second, stream of income without having to dish out a whole bunch of time. All you have to do is pay your taxes, and then of course you have to pay off your cards that you are using to fund your business every single month. Have an LLC, pay your taxes, and pay off your cars every single month. If you can do that, then by all means, you can get this income, making you passive income without having to do a whole bunch of work yourself. And so that's why I think this is the best business to start now. It allows you to do something else, whether that is a side hustle while you are out of work currently, or whether that is your full-time job if you are still working, right? You're able to still do those things and have a passive income growing, allowing you 12 months to make your money back. And then after that, you will have a steady stream of income that is just consistently coming in every single month after that. And the coolest part for me is after a year, once we, made a good amount of money off of our Amazon seller store and our automation store that we have now, I'm gonna have my wife buy one. Now, Amazon, you can only buy one store per person. Of course, there are ways around that. If there are multiple owners in stores, you could potentially open up more for like your mom, your dad, and still have 50% ownership of the LLC, depending on how you want to do that. Of course, I would rather just give them a store so that they don't have to work. That seems like a lot better thing to do. But if they don't want to manage the finances or do anything like that, then that's when I would do like a 50% partnership. So there are multiple different options to have multiple different stores opened up. And it's very cool because now, instead of going from just, I don't know, potentially $7,000 per month off of $100,000 in sales, we could have that for me and then that for my wife. And then now we're doubling up the income that is coming in passively every single month, allowing us the time to do the things that we are most passionate about ourselves. So with that, guys, if you like this video, definitely drop a like down below. If you think someone else will find value from it, share it, because it makes me smile like I am right now. As always, guys, let's go out there. Let's revive our lives together. Let's get it done. And until the next video, have a good one.